Hello, everybody. I wanted to go over 5 study tips, 5 things I think are important to being successful studying for your real estate exam, or just studying in general. A lot of you guys are adult students, adult learners. You have not taken a structured class in a long time. And also, there are some instructors out there that don't take the time to really go over some good habits that you need to establish. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a real quick 5 study tips that I think are important to help you be successful at passing your real estate exam or any reading comprehension test for that matter. So let's get started. One, make a plan. When are you going to study? What are you going to study? How long? Where? What are you going to do? Have a plan. So many people don't anticipate. They start the class because they have a lot of ambition, and usually there's a low threshold to a cost barrier to get into real estate exam and to get into real estate school. So what happens is people start getting really excited and they go, "Oh my God, I'm just going to pay a nominal amount and I'm going to start studying, but I'm just going to start taking the class." And what happens is they don't have a plan to study. And I can guarantee you, and I tell my students this too, if you do not crack the book open at home, not going to pass. So you need to make a plan. Step 2, taking notes. Taking notes gets you engaged in that lecture. It also gives you an opportunity to review the lecture when you get home. Something that I have told my students numerous times, I allow my students to record me in class. Um, because each one of my lectures is a little different. My jokes are a little different. How I approach some things are a little different, but the nuts and bolts of it are pretty much samey. So I'm going to say this. Ask your teacher at the beginning of class, is it okay if I record you on my phone? Everyone has a with a voice recording as class or so. I always tell my students you should have down your note taking approach within the first class or two. There are several videos, resources online to help you kind of narrow down and learn and expose yourselves to some different methods that are out there for note taking. So I think that's really important, and I don't discount that. I think that you should take notes, even if you aren't a fan of notes. I think that you should really look into it and see if there's something that might work for you, because I'd be hard pressed to say that there's not at least one method that works for everybody. So take notes. Tip 3, manage your study space. Do you have kids at home? Are you married? Do you have a spouse? Um, your study space should be something that's super comfortable for you and let you focus, because it's not necessarily about the time that you put into it. It's more so about the quality of what you put into it. I have students that can only give me 20 minutes worth of study time every other day. That's fine. You could really get good bang for your buck if you prepare. Take the time out to do like flashcards and things like that. You can really get a lot of bang for your buck with just 20 minutes. So definitely manage your study space, because if your 20 minutes turns into wrangling your kids around for 5 of it and then finally sitting back down and getting your coffee and getting everything going, and this is what I say also for, getting yourself in that right headspace. If there's something that you like, if you like going to the beach, if you like going to the boardwalk, heck, bring your book with you. Bring, something to listen to in the car, something like that. Your study space should not be uh, something you dread going to. It should be something that you really feel like you could focus on the material at hand. So that's really important. Tip 3, manage your study space. Tip 4, and I can't stress this enough. It's one of the reasons I personally, Stu, does not teach the crash course 2 weeks straight anymore. I don't do it. I don't believe in it. Um, it's too much in a small window of time. Too much. It's too much. I really think that you do need to pace it out. So the 10 week for I'm talking New Jersey. It's 10 weeks, 2 nights a week. Gets you your mandatory hours, and that's what I teach in my Hazlitt location over in Jersey, and I feel like it's a good pace. So no matter what you're doing, I think that you should really look at taking the book that you're going to be studying out of, and depending on how many pages each chapter is, you really should not be pushing through more than 2 to 3 chapters a week. Okay, 2 to 3. Last but not least, final tip for tonight: find a study group, in person, online. This is huge. This is big. This is major. This is something that I have said is really key. I just started a Facebook group, and there are a couple others out there that I'm actually a member of. So I'm going to put in the description below. I'm going to put my Facebook group so that you would have an outlet to reach out to me, speak with other people who've taken the test, and look, it's a great resource. I put a question of the day every day. I put at least one tip out there every day. I sometimes do a video like this. I do some other things. So it's really important that I think that you have the resources to make yourself as successful as possible. Because, this is truly all about what you put into it at home. Because you could have the best instructor and have the best lectures and have the best in-class material, but if you don't put an iota of work in at home, it's going to be hard for you to pass the state and national portion of this exam. Guys, I hope this has helped you out. And again, in the description, I will be putting that Facebook group. So hopefully I see you there. Have a great one.